Hi, everyone, and happy Sunday. I hope you are all having an amazing weekend or had a great weekend. And we are ready to go for our last week of the curriculum for this course. It's week 16, so the end of May, and we jump into June. It's wild. I knew it. Just a month ago, I was saying on these instructional videos how quickly the time is flying, and June would be here before we know it, and here we are. So I'm really excited that we're at the tail end of this course. This week is all about finishing up the curriculum. There's a lot to do this week, so it's really important that you listen to the instructional video so you know exactly what to do so that you can be setting yourself up for success for next week, which is the rollout of the final performance task. Okay, so with that being said, just a reminder that your final performance task officially starts for this course next Monday. So stay tuned for that and look for that instructional video that will go live on Sunday at 8 p.m. if you're interested. But this week is all about wrapping up the curriculum, and the curriculum that we cover this week will be heavily weighted on your final exam because we have not done a Unit 2 assessment or a Unit 2 evaluation in form of a test, okay? So this week you have 4 lessons to review, 2 final discussion posts, and your very final blog entry and the republication of your blog, okay? So there's a lot to do. You're really going to want to make sure that you are spending that 75 minutes per day, Monday through Friday for this course if you want to complete everything on time, which is due by Monday at 8 a.m. So moving through what we've got this week. On Monday, you've been assigned a lesson on your leadership style. So this is a really great culminating lesson. It allows you to really reflect on what type of leader you think you are now that you've gone through this course. Okay, and then you're going to do a discussion post, discussion post number 8. If you go into our course and you click on the communication discussions, it will take you right to here. You have to review the lesson, like I said, make sure that you're taking detailed course notes, making sure that you're preparing your course notes for your final examination. You're going to watch a TED Talk video, what it takes to be a great leader. Again, I highly recommend you take course notes. You're going to take an online leadership quiz, and then you're going to go through and reflect on the following questions based on the lesson, the TED Talk, and the leadership quiz, making sure that you're drawing connections to your answers and the content that you have to cover right here. Okay, make sure you ask a question of your peers and respond to at least 2 peer comments. So that's discussion post 8. Okay, then we have a lesson on corporate social responsibility. Again, the same thing stands. Make sure you're going through the lesson, taking detailed course notes, watching the videos, taking detailed course notes on the videos, etc. On Wednesday, you have a lesson on ethics, introduction to ethics. Again, take detailed course notes, watch the videos, take detailed course notes on the videos, you name, rinse and repeat. And then we have our last discussion post based on all of our learning from corporate social responsibility. This is discussion post 9, again, available in Classroom under discussions. You are responsible for reading and reviewing, as mentioned, the corporate social responsibility lesson. You're going to go through and answer these questions as it ties directly to our learning from this week. Read and reply to at least 2 peer comments based on your question. And then that's it for all of the discussion posts for the course. So there's 9 discussion posts you would have completed. Again, the discussion posts are scaffolding your learning, making sure you're giving yourself opportunity to apply your learning to the curriculum, to the lessons that we've learned. A lot of the content that you do in your discussion posts shows up on projects and tests, right? And then certain discussion posts are marked either formatively or diagnostically. And then last but not least, you've got your last lesson on sustainability and social entrepreneurship. Some really interesting content there. Again, take notes, take detailed course notes, watch the videos, take detailed course notes, rinse, repeat. And then finally, just something fun to end the week, you're going to complete your last discussion or last blog post of the course. This is blog entry number 8. So if you go into your blog, you should see now that once you do this post, you will have 8 blog entries that culminates and wraps around the entire course, including the About Me section. So that's 9 different entries. Okay, and this blog entry is based off of an article from Seth Godin. He's an interesting, really great marketing guru in the world of business, social media marketing. He writes an article called Is Effort a Myth? It's a great, quick article, a quick read, but it gives you some really thoughtful perspective. And so your blog entry is going to be based off of all of our learning in the course, but also just obviously this article. And you're going to do a little bit of research about who Seth Godin is. And then you're going to go through and you're going to reflect on these following questions in your blog entry. It's important to acknowledge that this is your final blog entry. Your final blog is out of 100 marks. So if it were me, I would go through the blog, make sure I have all 8 entries, make sure my About Me section is great. make sure all the links are working, that the blog looks great, because you will receive a final overall mark for your blog. And then when you're done that, you're going to republish your blog, copy the link, and make sure that you are submitting it into Dropbox. If you go into Dropbox, again, under Assessments, Dropbox, and you scroll down to the end of Unit 2 Assessments, you will see a spot for this, okay? Final blog entry. So you're going to go into this Dropbox and you're just going to copy the link to your final blog, okay? This is just going to make it a heck of a lot easier for me to see everything and to mark it. So please make sure that you do this, okay? Otherwise, I don't have your blog, okay? So that is that. That is the week. Again, there's quite a lot to do in terms of like, you've got 4 lessons, 2 discussion posts, the final blog. You're really going to want to pace yourself, making sure you're taking those detailed course notes. But as of next Monday, it is completely the final performance task that you're working on. Please note that the 2 discussion posts and your final blog entry are due next Monday, June 5th at 8 a.m. Okay, and that's the end of the curriculum, and then we dive into that final 30. If you have any questions, you want to pop into a Google Meet, go over anything with me, please feel free to reach out over email. And otherwise, I hope you have a really wonderful week, and I will see you online.